Well, how tough was this for it all to come to an end the way it did tonight?
Yeah, it's hard.
And you're 3-2 early in the second period, and it sure looks like you got the building going and maybe something coming. How tough is that 4-2 goal and the 5-2 right after?
It's tough to recover. They were pretty stingy. I give Washington credit for, through the series, how well they defended. We thought we might be able to get something going against them. They defended hard. So we claw back into it, and you're just beginning to roll your lines a little bit, and it's a tough one to come back from.
John, as tight as the series was, the guys are in the locker room were saying that it's hard when you never have the lead, when you're never playing with the lead.
Yeah, we chased it. Yep.
And because they can open you up a little bit, but you've never kind of opened them up with some odd man breaks because they didn't have to take chances.
Yeah, we chased it through the whole series. It's hard to play that way. We get in the playoffs by being able to handle those situations, but you can't go as many games as we did here. Chasing it, it affects how you go about some of your business with your lines in certain minutes of the game. But that's not the only. The better team won. They made bigger plays at key times. Our power play started well, faded a little bit. Their power play got better, which was a huge part going into tonight's game. That was kind of the edge of where the series was. So we have some things to keep on working at with this team, but the better team won in this series.
Sergei Bobrovsky said after the game, almost defiantly, no one's going to say he needs to see a psychologist after this series, as some people may have said after the last one. How big a step did he make in this? How far does he still have to go? Can you just evaluate that really crucial position on the ice?
Bob's position? Yeah, I thought he took a step in the right direction here. Yeah.
Good enough?
Oh, I think you always have to be better. Not just a goaltender, your team, a number of people. That includes Bob, absolutely. But it goes through the whole team. We did not make big plays, and at times we didn't get a big save. So that goes right on through the team. I'm not just saying Bob, the whole team. That's why you're out in 6. It's tough in the playoffs, so we have a number of things that we need to get better at as individuals and as a team.
When you were mentioning them getting better, or defending, I should say, well, did they get better like after the first 2 games as far as the middle of the ice kind of clogging
I
up?
don't remember the first 2 games. They
the
defended well.
Yeah.
They play a hard man-on-man, and when a team plays man-on-man against you, you could try to get some separation. At times we did. A lot of times we didn't. They blocked some shots. They did a really good job on a power play and blocking shots when it looks like we have a good look. So I don't remember. They all blend into me. But I give them credit. It's a team that obviously is highly skilled. We needed, I think we lost some of our patience, especially tonight, in not making them turn back for it, especially in that first period where we just gave up too many odd man rushes. So give them credit. I thought they played a complete game, and we thought we might be able to get to them offensively. They were stingy.
You talked so much during the last few weeks of the regular season, even through the first, I think, 3 games of this series, that you'd cross that bridge from hoping to win to expecting to win. You want to stay on the right side of it. In your mind, are you guys still on the right side of that bridge?
Yeah. I don't think we went into. There was one game, and I still don't know why, in Game 4, where it just was one of those games. And quite honestly, I think I need to take the blame for that, because I have racked my brain on what happened there. I think we should have stayed in Washington after that second overtime game, the second game there. I think that comes back and gets you later on in the series. We should have stayed in Washington and let them get a good night's sleep. They got in here so late. I don't think it affected us in Game 3. It comes the next days. So that falls on me, and it's something I need to learn as far as getting the travel straightened out in these type of situations. Because they weren't nervous in Game 3. They played their asses off in Game 3. Shot away from taking a 3-0 lead. Yeah, so, but, you know, I do think a lot of good things came out of the series, and there's some question marks, too. As I said earlier this morning, there's always things you kind of look at and you say, well, what's going on there? And good and bad. So those are the things we have to evaluate as we keep moving forward.
I know you weren't thrilled with a few of his minutes in Game 5, but against that group of centers, how did you think Pierre-Luc did? First line center.
Yeah. It's Luke had. I don't want to get it. You know, I started going at one player, then you guys asked me. I don't want to really evaluate all the players here in front of you right now. But Luke has handled himself very well. A 19-year-old getting pushed into the forefront here as far as being our #1 center, and then coming into this series against a team that's pretty deep in the middle. He handled himself very well. Where there's some minutes that he struggled, yeah, but he's 19. Just a great process for him to go through so early in his career.
John Panarin mentioned getting dinged a little bit back in Washington. Did that affect him
No.
in that game or tonight?
No.
Did the pressure that they added to him in terms of maybe focusing a little bit more on him impact his game at all as you saw it?
No, I thought, sure they know he's on the ice. I thought they defended well, period, against a number of people. But, yeah.
John, as you look back, Game 3 and Game 5, will those kind of stick in your head a little bit? Some of the players said that, yes, that, you know, Game 3.
Yeah, you have some opportunities. We have two glorious opportunities there, and we just don't get it done. I look at those two games, and we just couldn't get the next goal. You know, we have Game 3. I mean, it was a really good game played by us and them too. But Game 5, you know, in the third period, we have some chances, and we don't get it done, and they find a way to win. So we couldn't get that next goal, and you have a couple opportunities in the series you need to come through, and those two certainly stick out. Okay, thanks.